Alrighty, welcome back. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. Thanks for coming back. We appreciate it. Good morning, Australia. We've done nothing to it. Like I said, we kind of left it exactly where we put it. The reason being is I want to do it with you right on schedule, right on time. No cuts, no nothing. I'll show you how I put it together. The only thing I did different is I put the fender skirts on. I could not help it. I had to put the fender skirts on, close that end up there a little bit, but we've put them on. They fit good, and I'm very happy with that. But right now, we're going to go back to the roof. I'm going to try to get it tacked on. As I've looked at it, when we turn the camera, I've been walking around looking at it. We've left it exactly where it was. Did not move it, did not do anything. I can just see that right now, this back there, this piece here is down inside that quarter panel a little bit. We're going to tilt that up a little bit. We're going to start nailing this stuff together because I feel good about what's going on. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. As I was talking to Jolene, this might be, I know I put myself on the limb sometimes, this might be the best looking 58 Thunderbird that I've seen. It might be. And the reason being is there's a lot of nice ones out there, don't get me wrong, but the roof is really attracting me to that two-seater finned big white walls sports car. It's really kind of fitting the bill. So let's get it tacked together a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to start tacking it together wherever I think it's necessary. And where I think it's necessary first is to get the drip rail moldings connected together. So I'm going to end up prying that roof up a little bit, so you can see how much it has to come down to make that fit right and tight. So we'll get that done. We'll get that connected together. And then we'll work our way back, and then we'll go for the middle. So let's get some glasses on. I wasn't ready. Where'd I put them? Right on the welder. So I'm just going to knock some paint off, the primer off the roof. And whoever started this car, I must commend them. They were doing an awesome job. They were. I'm sorry, ladies, but I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Gotta watch this here. You can see this line here is in for that line. Just 1 second. I'm going to answer the door just because. Fina, stay. Fina, stay. Fina, stay. Please stay. Stay. Stay, Fina. Stay. Stay. Hello there.
Hello, Chad. How are you doing?
Good, buddy. I'm just doing a video right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything I help you with?
Well, no, I just popped in to see you. I was from Fermentic-ish.
Okay.
Well, last year you weren't here. So.
Okay. Give us half an hour,
Okay,
3/4 of an hour.
Okay, I'll take a drive up to.
Yeah, sure.
There.
Okay.
Okay.
And we'll right on. Good meeting you.
Okay.
Okay. That was a better way to answer the door, was it not, sweetheart? Good job, Fina. Good job. You stayed. Good job. I don't want you licking my face, sorry. Yeah, so basically what is this line here is kind of out a little further than this line up here, but remember we have to move this up here. Just kind of things I'm putting in my brain that I have to do or have to remind myself, and I'm telling you as I'm doing it. Down in there with something else. Now that I answer the door instead of hollering. I'm busy. I wish I would have done the situation that I had a long time ago when the people come around the back. I wish I would have done it differently. And that's the part about learning. So now, I'll make sure that I'll answer it and then fill them in what's going on, and then I can, be happy with myself. And but yeah, I would change that now that I've learned how to do that. I'm going to take and try to get this matched up perfectly, and we'll knock that on. I got a piece of wood here. And also, what I'm thinking on this back window, if Jolene wants to take a look, there's a lot of construction in on that back window, so that'd be pretty hard to pull that open. Like there's a lot of metal there inside and outside for that to really come apart. So I'm thinking that that's going to stay true, just like me. I'm going to stay true. All right, we're up too high already. We're up too high already. That comes together so nice, so lovey-dovey. Okay. I'm just back just a little tiny. I'm thinking that I got the cut pretty darn good. I don't think I want to mess with the cut, to be honest with you. I don't mind that little bit of a gap. I still have the rubber. There's a rubber piece right here, if you're wondering what's going on there. This piece here goes up inside that. I'm thinking it does. I did not read the manual, but this piece here goes up inside there, so it'll catch my window when it comes up. Yes, it will. Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure. That goes up there. I'm gonna leave the cut that I have. I could keep shrinking it, trying to get it right to the point. I'm glad that I didn't bend those drip rail moldings, because we can put them back on. All we have to do is cut it at the front. So I'm just going to put this back on up here just as tight as possible. Actually, I'm going to run the zip cut through it just one more time, just trying to make it as close as possible. It can't hurt. A little bit of gap doesn't hurt. Look at that now, would you? Okay, that's much better than that. All right, let's get this welder going. Did not do anything to the roof other than when we put it on the first time. Fantastic. Jolene, you're fantastic. Alrighty, let's find some metal to put it on, or some ground to put it on. We've got some ground. I thought you were saying something to me, Jolene. That's just the car squeaking. Get your mind out of the gutter, boys. Get your mind out of the gutter. Alrighty, we're gonna just... I'm thinking with the drip rail tied together, I'm thinking and feeling that I'm going to be happy with it. Now, I want that drip rail right on the money is what I want. And it is on the money. Like my honey. On the money, like my honey. I'm going to tack it again. Now, just going to hit that drip rail with a hammer to fit it. If you can see, if you look this way, the bottom's tight, top's going to be curled in a little bit, and I want to make sure it fits right. That's the difference between, what is that a difference between? Good fitment and okay fitment, I guess, is a little touch of the hammer. I'm going to touch it with a hammer. And the reason being is, you can see, you attacked it at the bottom where it was good. Now I'm just going to weed whack the top of it, in case Jolene wants to show you. I tacked it at the bottom where it was good, and I'm just going to roll that top part over. Make it fit good. I'd say come in, but they might come in. Now you can see how I've got it fitted good. Now I can weld it. Now that's basically what I'm going to do on this side to make that fit. Okay, now I got a little spot here. I'm gonna. Fits good. Fits good. I gotta say that I'm happy with that. We have to go to the other side now, because I have to get the other drip rail molding on the other side fitting good, and that way there I can start nailing down the back and start nailing down the center. I have to get inside the car. This is the hardest part, moving the welder. Alrighty, the hardest part. I was talking to Jolene earlier before we started the video. She was kind of asking me questions about the back window and stuff like that. Well, I'm thinking if I can't find, I will make it. But if I can find another trunk lid, I could cut a section out of it to put this piece in. If I get another one of these pieces, I could put that piece in behind the back window exactly the way it was before. Then I could that would be a perfect panel to sit in there, because it would match up with that, and it would match up with the other piece that I had. I could sit it right in there. It would work out, I think, probably close to perfect as we could get, probably. Got to get my grinders. Got to get both of them, because I'm going to need both of them. So we're just going to go in slow with this. The drip rail moldings are the biggest, or the things that we want to line up first. You know, we have to have the drip rail moldings lined up, because that's where we're going to be looking, right there. And we're going to be able to get it. And that's what I was wondering, if we were going to be able to get it or not. You know, one thing I did not do when I started this, I did not measure across the roof where I was cutting it to make sure it would work. I did not do that. And if it did not fit, I would probably come up with something to make it fit, but we are getting lucky right at the present moment. Lucky. And you know what they say?
You gotta be good to be lucky.
You got your mic on?
Yeah.
All right. Jolie's got a mic on. Wow. Jolene uses my words against me all the time. She remembers what I say, and if I do not do as I say, remember what you said? But it's good though. I got a chance to meet our Nova Scotia premier one time at Lightfoot's Winery, and he said it's good to be consistent, and I do believe him. And what consistent means is, you know what consistent means? Playing with the back of my head? Or is that just me? Trying to get down in there when I can't. All right. Piece of wood. No, that one's coming together. That one looks good. Nope. Just pull that over. Look at that. Huh? What do you think of that? Who's your daddy? Don't say I am, because I'm not. Ha! Well, maybe on that I am. Huh? All right. That is so tight that it's right. Jolene, can you do me a favor? Are you able to put that down? I hold that and make sure that's tight and right, and then you just nail it with the welder. Can you put that right there? I might be able to. Okay. She's going to weld and hold the camera. So what you're going to do is you're just going to hold the welder right where you want it, and just put your.
Yep.
Just a second now. I gotta. Actually, I'm on the wrong side here. Just a second, let me see. Yep, nail it.
Right in the middle?
Can if you want.
I get it.
Do it again. Got me. Missed it altogether.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we'll say that's gonna hold.
Is the gas on?
Yep. Give me that sucker. Thank you. Appreciate it. So what's happening right there? She got to weld it right in the center of that hole there. I would never go back in there and weld right on top of that, because what would happen is I'd melt what she had welded and it probably would break free again. So I'm just going to go below it and one on top of it. Oh, good. Man, you're not going to get no tighter fit than that, are you, baby? Huh? Oh, good. Now, I get a little spot in here. I want to take a pair of pliers and just bend it so it's straight. Pretty basic stuff, you know. I see that one. Baby, just put the light on for me. I see the light! All right, gotta grind that up. Watch your eyeballs for a second. Nice little spot there just to hold it. Hold my beer. We're not drinking beer right now. We're off the beer, aren't we, sweetheart? Trying to let my belly go down. I need the hammer. I had a hammer on the other side. So we've got it connected and it's looking really good. Everything's fitting tight and right. Just looking at this side. If you want to come take a look, sweetheart. We got a little distance. You can see the little distance right there. Get a little tit hanging it, a little bit of distance on the other side. Let's take a look at the other side. I like looking at reference points like that, and that way there, you know if you're if you're on, you're off, whatever. You can see the little tit there on that reference point. We're not quite there, but yes, we are. So I'm happy. I'm just going to tap this in. Reason being is I feel like the roof is at that point where it can be tacked together. Just making sure that's flush there. And it's actually, I want to take the paint off that before I nail that. So I'm going to I can't get it with, I can get it with the grinder, or if I put it in flush. So now that I got that in there flush, I should be able to, this grinder should be able to take the other side off. Now, when you see how I've grinded it and it took it off flush there, but it's hitting that metal there but not hitting that paint, you obviously know that that metal is not flush with that metal. It's right there where the paint is, and I didn't want to take that much off it, because I'm not that kind of guy, but I want to tack it where it's flush. One little tack will do for me and you. Let's flush this one out so we can get this one. Get the next one on. Hit it with the grinder. We should be able to grind the paint on the other side. Beautiful. Alrighty. It's working out really good. We're just gonna... Awesome. I'm just gonna tack it up here. Now, we're good. We'll put a little weld right here. Make myself feel a little better. Little spot right here. Just gonna flush that off with the grinder. You want to take just too much, you want to take just enough. Alrighty. I'm going to go to the other side and take a look. I know that the tit is about the same distance away from the edge as this. I want to see how far it's away from the inside piece. You can see over here that this front piece was in further. So if I drew a line up here, this would be in further here than there, because we're in further on this piece here than the roof was connected. So I'm just going to go on the other side and see how the distance, how far that is away, and then I'll know whether I have to pull it open or just leave it. I'm thinking that I'm close to the same distance. This one's up a little bit. I had the grinder up here a little bit. I can see I chewed a little much off it. I'm going to take my stick out, see what happens after I take my stick out. Still sets down the same. And what is it sitting on? There's a little piece of metal right there. I'm going to chew that off and see if it sets down a little further. But we're in there about the same distance, you know. We're in there about the same distance. Take my grinder, shut that off for a second. Just going with reference points of where I should be and where I shouldn't be. What's going on, just kind of making sure that I'm doing the right thing at all times. If I weld the roof on wrong, you know, you're not happy, you know. So I'm just kind of making sure that I get going where I'm supposed to be. Just going to knock this little piece of metal off inside there. Didn't do me anything. Didn't do me a damn thing. Just trying to see where it's connected and where it's hitting. I'm thinking we're okay, because this is fitting right. You know, if it was not fitting right, then I would worry about that. But where that is fitting right, I'm not worried. There's a little piece right here I can see, and I'm gonna just make it fit a little better. That's all. Yeah, that did it a little bit. All right, I'm just going to push that down. No, I'm going to put that down. Fits nice. Got a little distance on the inside. Just got to make sure. This one fits nice on this side. We got a little bit of a gap going on this side, and that one's hard on. That's the reason why, but it still fits nice. All right, I'm going to grind this side. I'm going to tack this side, and then I'll bring it back over and tack the other side. I'm feeling good about the back. I'm feeling good about all of it, to be honest with you. Just gonna look at it one more time. It's in about that far on this side. I gotta go look at the other side. A lot of running around. Yeah, it's about the same, so I'm gonna go with it. But I am gonna push this one down just a little, because it will come down. That's why I'm gonna push it down. All right, I'm gonna tack this side. Fina's being such a fantastic dog. Jolene looks amazing this morning. Jolene got up and made me coffee this morning. Gotta get a new welding rod out. Didn't have to get that pair of pliers out. I got some right there. I use coat hangers all the time, and I just get used to it. I find that it helps me out on during stuff like that. That stuff's hard to weld sometimes, up there and down like that. You get a little tiny bit of a gap going on, hard to weld sometimes. With the coat hanger, I just feel like it seems to be a lot easier. Watch your, I'm just going to weld that right along because I'm happy. Yep. Just going to tack it for now. Don't want to warp anything. Don't want to warp anything. Right, don't want to warp nothing. Spot here in the front, we'll tack that. Sometimes it's thin in places. All right, let's go to the other side. The other side tacked on. And then we're inside the car to cut, nope, using that right in the present moment. Then we're inside the car cutting the roof access off and getting that tight and right. Cruising. It kind of, what can I say? For cutting the roof off a car and shortening it a foot, or 12.5 inches, foot and a half. It's going rather well. You wouldn't think that it would match up that nice, but it has, and I'm thankful for it. And it's all because I was holding my tongue right. Alrighty. Hardest part's moving that welder around him. It's the truth. Alright. So I'm going to hold this roof down on this side, and then I'm going to tack it. the cleanest. Not the cleanest. Just going to run the zip cut through it for a second. Clean it up a little bit. Tack a couple of that places up. A little gap going on. Coat hanger. Beautiful. You are, Joe. Beautiful. Still not the cleanest, I guess. Still not the cleanest. And some of these coat hangers have a plastic coating on them sometimes. Not the old one. But it burns off. All right, let's get this matched up here. You can see where it ground on that side, where it's missing the paint, or where the paint's still on, means it's not flush. Where it's flush there, I can hit it. And where it's not, I'll have to fix it, or have to get it down. Flush there. Now get that hammer again. Run, Chad, run. Hoping that where I'm connecting it on the sides, I'm a little bit nervous of the fitment coming to the center, because generally I connect it all in the center first and then run each thing this way. But where I'm applying this roof, I got to have them drip rail moldings come together. So I'm just hoping that it works out nicely. Now I'm flush, because I get hit with the grinder. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Good penetration, we got gap going on there. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to jump inside this bad boy, because I feel like I've got it knocked on there. It's not going anywhere now. We've got it knocked back on. We're connected up in here. We've got it connected there. We've got it connected down here. We haven't got it connected inside yet. And what I'm saying, I'm going to come over here on this side and just show you what's going on there. I've got the roof here, then I'm just going to add a piece of, weld a piece of metal on this. Instead of making I can make a 90 on this piece and this piece, I guess, and do it like that, but I'm feeling like I can just weld a piece down here onto this piece straight down. I think that would probably be the easiest thing, but who knows? I can do both. It does not matter. I feel like the 90 would probably interfere in some kind of interior probably, but alrighty. What am I at? 35. 35? What I'm going to do is I'm going to get in there and slice the roof. Not sure if I'm going to get it back together on this one. We'll do it on the next one, that's for sure. But I'm going to get in there and start slicing that roof with the zip cut, so we can see that front panel come down, and we'll be able to. Now, if you look on the inside here, I'm going to run. I'm not going to run. I'm going to walk. I'm going to have to get a light to put in there, and I like to have that roof down. I might even put a self-tapper in the center. And the reason I like to put a self-tapper in the center is to get the roof metal down closer to where I'm cutting it off. Where if I got to slide my fingers in there, I start running the zip cut through there, and what can I say? Start running the zip cut through there, up through this. With that far away, I'm really not going to get a true read on what I'm going to cut. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a self-tapper down through, or up through probably. No doubt in my mind. Up through, down through, I don't know. Probably down through. That way there I can get the roof to come down and get closer to that inside construction, and then I'll be able to zip cut it better. Just a thought. Dinner! Well, it's not dinner time, but you know what I'm saying. I like self-tappers. I like self-tappers. You know why? Because they do the job themselves. They drill the hole and hold the metal in place. Now I'm hoping for the best. I've got both sides connected. I'm hoping that that roof comes down in the middle. And I'll use a long one. And the reason being is the long one will reach the gap. We're just gonna plug this bad boy in. Here, I was gonna plug the screw in, not the drill. Now, I know where the line is. The reason I know where the line is because I can see it on this edge. I don't want to hit the center piece because it's going to... I don't want that way up there. Stop it! No wonder it's not going in straight. I got my drill in straight. Where did that go? Oh, that bring that roof up, so I gotta keep drilling. Here we go. Bring that down through. See, now we're down through that rib. We might as well bring it down a little tighter. Now we put that back down tight. All right, let's cut it. Like zip cut. Throw it in the window. I'll get a light first. Where did we put that other light at? It's on the floor. Zip cut needs to go in. We need a couple blades in case I run out of the blade. Take a couple three. See what happens. All right. I'm just thinking of the truer read when I go to weld it together. I want to butt weld it together. And if I got it right in line with what I got going on, I should have no issues other than it not being welded together. hoping that it fits back together good. I'm not saying for sure that it will, but we might have to shrink it or it'll be fine. All right, we can take this piece off because we don't need it anymore. And we know we've got a really good fit. And if we have a little bit of gap, we know we're going to have penetration. There's our excess piece. Put your mind under the gutter. Alrighty. That's the excess piece. So we're going to have to get up there, and we'll start from the center, and we'll start applying this together. It looks like it's got a little bit of shape going on back there. We haven't got much shape going on the front piece, but we're going to end up bringing it together so it comes together. And so if what I'm trying to say is we've got shape on the back piece. If there's no shape, we'll make shape on the front piece to match the back piece. So they're actually going to work together to make that roof. And I do not mind it. I do not mind it. I'm just going to get up on something and check something out. We've got, and if it had to, you know how we would shrink it. We would push it down, cut it, and then when it overlapped, we'd cut it again. So I just want to go up in the center and push it down. Let's go down like that. Oh yeah, she'll work. She'll work just fine. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot for coming back. I appreciate it. When we come back tomorrow, whenever you want to come back tomorrow, if you don't want to, whatever, we appreciate it if you do. What the deal is, we're going to have to try to get that metal. There's extra metal on the back roof than there is on the front roof. And that's what we'll be tackling. We'll be tackling getting that together to make it come together. And it should be, I'm thinking that it's going to be okay, but there could be an issue. And if there's an issue, you're going to be able to watch me fix it if there's an issue. And if there's not an issue, you're going to say, yay, it worked out. Anyways, thank you very much for coming back. I appreciate it. We've got the roof on there. I'm really enjoying what it looks like. I feel like there will be more Thunderbirds done like this. The 58, 50, whatever, 59, 60, I'm not sure. I think there'll be more done like this. Don't know why I wanted to hit that, but alrighty, thanks a lot for coming back. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment. See you tomorrow. Share. Over and out.